Frank Thompson is a 29-year-old male that has formed a dependence to Adderall over the course of 5 months. He has been taking Adderall every day before going to work. Due to this dependence, Frank is experiencing difficulties with his work performance, his physical capability, and his mental health. His high-stress career, 12-hour workdays, and ambition for promotion as an investment banker demands absolute commitment and consistent success for identifying and buying company stocks and selling them to make profits for the national bank. Subsequently, Frank started using Adderall as a stimulant as a means to improve his stamina, concentration, and lower his physical fatigue at work. Frank became the most valued employee at the National Bank Investment Division. However, he now cannot maintain that same level of performance. He is now experiencing many unhealthy side effects as a result of his methamphetamine use, including ways that are inhibiting his ability to perform his usual activities of daily living. Specifically, he is avoiding larger social situations, missing board meetings, has difficulty falling asleep, decreased performance at the gym, and is losing motivation to walk his beloved dog, Harley. Frank is currently at serious risk of getting fired from his job. Recently, Frank has admitted to his family physician, Dr. Sheila Roy, that his Adderall addiction is interfering with his productivity at work, and that his relationships with family and friends are becoming more disconnected due to his anxiety, as well as that he's fearful for his physical and mental health. Frank has expressed that he wants to stop using Adderall, to become a healthy person again and meaningfully re-engage in occupations that are important to him. Dr. Roy facilitates a medical intervention for Frank's symptoms, suggesting varying drug rehabilitation programs, and refers him to an occupational therapist. Dr. Roy asks the occupational therapist, Mr. Joe Winters, to identify Frank's occupational performance issues, his occupational-related goals, and to report findings of the alcohol, smoking, and substance involvement screening test.
Hey, really nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
So, how have things been going with you lately?
Well, the same as last time, I guess. I'm still having quite a few issues around, like we talked about last time, my drug use, and I'm still worried how it's affecting work.
I see, yeah, that was one of the main priorities that we established at our last meeting, is that your Adderall use has really been affecting your performance at work, and it's been really rough on you in other areas of your life. You mentioned that walking your dog, feeling more socially disconnected from your family, and also feeling some anxiety where you can only really function well when you have Adderall. Is that still accurate?
Yeah, it is accurate. And I guess too, I'm worried about other people finding out about my Adderall use. So because I'm worried, I don't want to get fired. I like my job, and I'm kind of looking for a promotion. So I don't want that to affect that at all. And I just don't have the energy and drive to do anything else outside of work, especially without the drug use.
I understand. And you've also noted another aspect of your life that where you've been having some performance issues was your ability to go to the gym and working out. That's something that's very important to you. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it is. I found like I'm losing a little bit of weight still, so and I don't have the energy to go to the gym, or I don't have the strength I used to.
Okay. Well, those are some issues that we can definitely address, and to see how we can work through this together along with me and the healthcare team. I received a referral from your doctor to go over the ASSIST. And the ASSIST is an assessment that detects the use of substances, alcohol, and drugs to help us establish where we can go from here. And it helps us to assess your risk level and also the types of interventions. So if it's okay with you, I'll be administering the ASSIST today, and that'll help us gain better insight into our course. So does that sound okay?
Sounds okay, yeah.
Okay.
The Alcohol, Smoking, and Substance Involvement Screening Test was developed under the advocacy of the World Health Organization by an international group of addiction researchers and clinicians in response to the overwhelming public health burden associated with psychoactive substance use worldwide. It was designed to be used in primary healthcare settings where hazardous and harmful substance use among clients may go undetected or become worse. The ASSIST is an 8-item questionnaire designed to be administered by a health worker to a client using paper and a pencil, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to administer. The ASSIST was designed to be culturally neutral and usable across a variety of cultures and populations to screen for the following substances: tobacco products, alcohol, cannabis, cocaine, amphetamine-type stimulants, sedatives and sleeping pills, hallucinogens, inhalants, opioids, and other drugs. The Assist obtains information from clients about the lifetime use of substances, as well as the use of substances and associated problems over the last 3 months. It can identify a range of problems associated with substance use, including acute intoxication, regular use, dependent use, or high-risk use in injecting behavior.
So Frank, the next portion of this meeting will involve me administering the Assist assessment. And the Assist assessment is designed to evaluate the substance use and alcohol use and tobacco use that a person may experience throughout their lifetime. So if that's okay with you, I'd like to start off by reading you an introduction to the Assist.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you for agreeing to take part in this brief interview about alcohol, tobacco products, and other drugs. I'm going to ask you some questions about your experience of using these substances across your lifetime and in the past 3 months. These substances can be smoked, swallowed, snorted, inhaled, injected, or taken in the form of pills. Some of the substances listed may be prescribed by a doctor, like amphetamines, sedatives, or pain medications. For this interview, we will not record medications that are prescribed by your doctor. However, if you have taken such medications for reasons other than prescription, or taken them more frequently or at higher doses than prescribed, please let me know. While we are also interested in knowing about your various illicit drugs, please be assured that information on such use will be treated as strictly confidential.
Sounds good.
Okay, do you have any questions about anything I've said so far?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, so right now I'm going to get started asking you questions.
Yeah.
But in order to help you answer the questions, what I have here is a response card, which helps you to determine what I mean when I say a certain substance.
Okay.
For example, if I say tobacco products, it would mean things like cigarettes, chewing tobacco, or cigars. Likewise, if I said something like cocaine, it would mean coke or crack.
Sounds good.
Okay, and for questions 2 through 5, this next response, meaning never, could mean not used in the last 3 months. So never would mean not used in the last 3 months, and once or twice means 1 to 2 times in the last 3 months.
Yep, and it just goes the whole way down.
Yeah, great. It goes the whole way down, and that's just to help guide you when I'm asking the questions.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to give that to you to help you answer them.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start with question number 1, which is, in your life, which of the following substances have you ever used?
Yep.
Tobacco products,
Yes.
alcoholic beverages,
Yes.
cannabis,
Yes.
cocaine,
Never. No.
amphetamine type stimulants,
Yes.
inhalants,
Never.
sedatives or sleeping pills,
Yes, I still eat. Yeah.
hallucinogens,
Never.
opioids,
Never.
and any others that I haven't mentioned but you would like to specify.
Nope. None.
Okay, now I'm going to move on to the second question. And it is, in the past 3 months, how often have you used the substances that you mentioned?
Yep.
Starting with tobacco products,
I'd say weekly, mostly on weekends when I go with a group of friends after a long week at work.
alcoholic beverages,
Weekly, I'd say weekly. I use them mostly on weekends, but sometimes I do go with my friends after work too to have some. So,
mm-hmm. amphetamine type stimulants,
I'd say daily.
Sedatives or sleeping pills?
Also daily.
Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next question. Question number 4, which is, during the past 3 months, how often has your use of the drugs that you've mentioned led to health, social, legal, or financial problems? Tobacco products?
Never.
Alcoholic beverages?
Never. No.
Amphetamine type stimulants?
Yes, I'd say definitely. I'm concerned. Those are the ones that I'm most concerned about. So, yeah.
Sedatives or sleeping pills?
No, I'm not too worried about those.
Okay, now it's the last question. Have you ever used any drug by injection?
Never. No.
Okay, so that concludes the question asking portion of the assessment. And I will now take some time to tally up the scores. And the scores will help us determine your risk levels for using substances, as well as the types of interventions that could potentially be available. And we can discuss the results of this assessment after I've tallied up the scores, and we can try to address some of the issues and try to help you achieve your goals. Does that sound okay?
That sounds good.
Okay, so I'm just going to take a few minutes to tally it up.
Great.
Each question on the assist has a set of responses to choose from, and each response from questions 2 to 7 has a numerical score. The interviewer circles a numerical score that corresponds to the client's response for each question. At the end of the interview, the scores from questions 2 through 7 are added together across each individual substance, i.e. tobacco, alcohol, cannabis, cocaine, amphetamine-type stimulants, inhalants, sedatives and sleeping pills, hallucinogens, opioids, and other drugs, to produce an assist risk score for each substance. In technical reports and papers, this score is referred to as the SPEC-IC substance involvement score for each drug class. The assist determines a risk score for each substance, which is used to start a discussion with clients about their substance use. The score obtained for each substance falls into a lower, moderate, or high-risk category, which determines the most appropriate intervention for that level of use, such as no treatment, a brief intervention, or perhaps even a referral to a specialist assessment and treatment, respectively.
So in terms of experiencing harms with regards to your high score of amphetamine types stimulants, some things that may occur are psychosis after repeated use of high doses, permanent damage to brain cells, and liver damage, brain hemorrhage, or sudden death in rare situations. And I realize that these may be some really serious side effects, but I would like to let you know that if you maintain your current use, but you're not there yet, you could experience these high health side effects of Adderall use.
Yeah. I realized some of them. I didn't know all of them, but yeah, I realized some of them.
Okay. So next we're going to talk about a discussion and get some insight onto where to go from here and how to achieve some more of your goals.
Great.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I guess just what's next?
So the next step is for me to get in contact with your family doctor, and your family doctor will send a referral to a specialist. And this specialist will help design and implement an intervention to help address your Adderall use. In terms of myself and my preceptor, we're going to help you to re-engage into activities that are meaningful to you, like the ones that you've mentioned.
Okay.
That's all the time that we have here. Would you like to set up another appointment?
Yeah, that's great. Anytime after work. So.
How about next Tuesday at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I can come here right from there.
Is there anything else? Do you have any questions?
No, everything sounds good.
Okay. If you feel safe and comfortable with ending the session today, that's all that I have.
Great.
Well, it's been really nice, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, see you next week.